Hello fantastic people of the internet. So if you're wondering about my funny sound, my funny lighting today, I have something to blame it on. And actually everything else, I can blame everything but the bad camera, but I'm gonna still blame on the lighting. I am traveling and everything is courtesy of this beautiful hotel that I am staying in. So thank you very much, hotel that I am staying in. I'm currently in the United Arab Emirates, so thank you, jet lag of 7 hours because I am exhausted. And I think I'm gonna have to segue a little bit during this video, so if you stick with it, then I would super duper appreciate it. Actually, this is an advice video because in all honesty, I was sitting getting ready for bed and I just thought today has been a big day for me, and I will tell you why if you stick with it, but it's been a super duper big day for me, and just to have made it, I just thought, you know what, if someone out there is going through what I went through, which is a bit pathetic, but also not to the person going through it, then I would have liked to have found this video when I was younger. So please excuse the length of this video, please excuse the segueing I will be doing, and also please excuse the gammy gob that I have. British word of the day basically just means I'll be bumbling over my words a little bit because I am jet lagged, and also I had a little bit of work done in my mouth by the beautiful dentist. Thank you for not maiming and scarring me. I'd rather not look like the Joker. Actually, I think looking like the Joker would be... No, I'm good. I don't want to look like the Joker. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I had to think about that. Anyway, I did go to the dentist today, and I actually used to have a phobia of the dentist. So, phobias is a little bit of my topic, and I know exactly where it started, and I know exactly how it is ending because I refuse to let it go any further because it got in the way of my life too much. I am ashamed of how I used to act, but without acting that way I would have no idea how to give advice like I'm giving now, hopefully giving now, even if it's the bare minimum. I hope someone gets something from it. Basically, I went to the dentist today, and in the past I had been told that I needed quite a few fillings and I need this done and that done and all these fantastic things done, and I freaked out. You know, I go kicking and screaming into that chair. It was just the worst thing in the universe to me. I'd be dreading it for months. If I knew it was 3 months away, I hated that month and that week in particular and that day the most. It was really bad. It was, again, pathetic. Before I left for Canada from the United Arab Emirates, actually, I was told by my current dentist, who hated me because I feel like I bit off quite a few of her fingers, that I needed at least 9 to 11 fillings. And I nearly fainted. And I don't faint. I've never fainted, and I don't want to. It's not on my to-do list anytime soon, nor was it then. I freaked out and I was like, you do it now and I will do something terrible because I'm too busy having a panic attack to think about what I would do. It was horrible. Anyway, so my dad saw how bad it had gotten, and knew I wasn't mucking around. I wasn't just having temper tantrums or anything like that. It was a serious phobia. I was absolutely petrified. So my mum and dad decided to take me to another dentist to get like a second opinion, because also that's a lot of money to spend on teeth, like a lot of money. Insurance or no insurance. Anyway, so we go to my dad's next door neighbour, his office's next door neighbour, who is a dentist, and I had always been petrified. It'd be like I'd walk down the corridor, my dad's door would be there, and I would like look down the next one and then book it to my dad's room, just get in there. And then like over time I was like, no, I have to overcome this, and I'd sneak down the corridor a bit more. It was my attempts at lessening my phobia. It never really worked until just recently. Anyway, so I get to him and he's like, the most work I can see you needing is actually your wisdom teeth need pulling, and even then they're just straight extractions. You don't need surgery, you don't need anything fancy. And I was over the moon excited because also this guy was so nice. The other dentists were like, let's get in there, let's get done, I've got more patients to do, let's go. And this doctor, he took his time, he made me laugh, he didn't mind that I was crying and there was just gross, dribbly snot everywhere. I was a mess. I was 17 and I was a mess. Anyway, so he's like, right, come back in a week, we're getting your wisdom tooth out. No pain, no problem. Great guy. Arabic man, beautiful man, spoke beautifully to me, and it calmed me down. He even sang when he was examining me under his like mask, and I was like, I don't know why this is working, but keep going, it's really pretty. So for the whole week I was like looking around my friends and I'm like, I'm so jealous of you. None of you have to go to bed dreading a tooth leaving your mouth next week. It was horrific. Anyway, get to the dentist. He is in and out in my mouth getting this tooth out in about not even 5 minutes. It took him like 3 minutes tops. 3 minutes. Afterwards he gave me a cup of sugar water because I was shaking. He gave me the tooth too, and I was like, holy crap, that came from my mouth. I had an extra hole in my head. Like, I had these, and I suppose these two, but like, I had an extra one now. That was just wrong. It was wrong. So I wasn't happy, but it got done, and I have never stopped singing his praises. Anyway, I'm in Canada now, and I needed some fillings down. Surprise, surprise. Cost me an arm and a leg. I don't have insurance in Canada anymore. I'm not a student anymore, so everything was coming out of my pocket. My mum and dad were helping me out, and I needed fillings and the whole nine for this side of my mouth up here, and it was horrific. It was actually horrific because it was so much money. But they were so nice, and they were super good, and they were super quick, and they tried to like give me some discounts, but it just, you know, still $800, $900, right? Before tax. Fun. Tax is fun. Especially in Nova Scotia where it's 15%. Segue. Anyway, so I go back a year later and I get x-rays again, which I feel is super unnecessary. I have so many x-rays. I get so many x-rays. I'm very good at breaking and getting sick. It's just terrible. Anyway, segue again. Man, I'm getting tired. It's 7 hours. Please excuse me. So get an x-ray and he's like, oh, the other side needs doing, and you really need to think about those wisdom teeth. It'd be an hour for these two. No, these two. Doesn't really matter. It's an hour for two, and it's gonna be 2.5 hours for the other one. We're gonna have to put you under. We'll give you some funny gas or some funny juice. I don't know what it is because I'm scared of it. I don't like not being in control. I just can't stand the feeling of not being in control. I've never been drunk because I'm too scared of not being in control of myself, or scared of saying something that I don't want to say. Anyway, so they're like, it's gonna take a long time. You need to book like several months in advance, but this needs to be done urgently, so you might need to go to another dentist. I'm like freaking out because I'm leaving for here in less than a month. So anyway, get my x-rays, and I come over here. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to my old dentist, see what he says. Takes one look at it and goes, no, just discolored. I'm serious. And you know what he does? He takes another x-ray, which I'm not super happy about, but one x-ray to prove to me the difference. He showed me the difference. He taught me how to look for it myself. And I'm so happy. He didn't need to do that. He didn't need to do that, but he did. And holy crap, did it make my day just so much better. But he did take one look at my wisdom tooth and go, that should probably come out. And I have an injection, so... And I was like, oh shit. So he stuck me right in here, right up top. Nearly was sick on him, which was fun because he pressed on my tongue, okay? That wasn't fear, that he pressed on my tongue. But he was so nice, and he was like, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? And I'm like, because I'm scared and I'm relieved this is happening. And again, I am not joking. 3 minutes. We timed it this time. There was a horrible cracking noise, which I'm going to admit right now is the worst bit. But honestly, I just kind of made noises, and he was like, there's nothing, it's my equipment. It's nothing, it's my equipment. Crack, crack, done, out. It fucking hurt. Excuse my language, but it did. It hurt. Afterwards, like 3 hours it took to start hurting. But even then, the fact that I couldn't feel anything, the fact that I got through that, the fact that I don't need stitches, the fact that I wasn't under funny, hazy, you know, that trippy videos you get all over the internet. I was so happy that I had avoided all that. And it's all because this guy took the time to tell me everything that he was A, going to do, B, what I should look out for in another dentist. Because this guy, he works independently. He does own his own office, so the more money he can get out of patients, the better. He accepts insurance. He knows I don't have insurance, but he wasn't just cutting me a deal because he likes me, I make him laugh, or we're friends, or my dad's his friend. None of that. He did it because he didn't want me to be afraid to talk to him in the future. And in fact, he said, in the future, when my brother or I both go for a doctor's checkup, a dentist checkup, and they take x-rays, I'm to get the x-rays and email them to him so he can say yes or no. And I'm not joking, it was the best thing because I sat down and I talked to him about it. It took me a long time to overcome my fear of the dentist, and it was all because I had a fear of injections, and it caused more pain. You can just see the horrible spiraling pit of despair it kind of got myself into. But I talked to my guy, I talked to my dentist, I talked to him, and I just listened. And I asked for it to be explained. And you know, also, I kicked my mum out of the room. Because I love my mum to pieces, and she's fantastic, but I feel like I have to be super brave, and I just wanted to like talk to this guy one-on-one. I wanted to understand it for me. So if this information helps you in any way, or if you would like any more information or any more help on how I got over my injection phobia, which was the original one, versus this dentist one, if you wanted to know more about it, please let me know. When I used to live here, actually, I did work on a radio show, and I used to do like questions from my friends, and we'd air them on the show, and we'd try and like talk about them, and there was a couple of people there, and I loved it so much, and I'd give a peer review, and it was like, you know, 18-year-old advice for 18-year-olds and under, and you know, I actually had like a little bit of a fan base here, which I was super happy about, and then I left. I would like to do that again, especially with this channel. It's not just thoughts from a, even though it is thoughts from it, but I always like giving advice, and if you take it or if you don't, it's just experience that I've had. If I've had non-experience, I'll tell you flat out, like I have no idea, but this is what I would do. I'd hope that I would do in this situation, but mostly I'm really sorry about how confusing and flip-floppy this entire video was. I don't know where my eyes were going for most of it, and I'm pretty sure I said several words wrong. My mouth isn't numb anymore, nor do I feel any pain. Thanks, ibuprofen. But if you guys have any more questions, or if you'd like to see more kind of how you got over stuff, or if you did want to know about growing up in the UAE, then let me know in the comments. Share and subscribe. I guess that's the first time I'm asking that, but I want this to come out to quite a few people. I want this to reach people who need help, and you know, I hope it's relatable. Anyway, have a fantastic night, morning, afternoon. I don't know where you are in the world. It is 1 o'clock in the morning for me. So, good night, sweet dreams, God bless, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.